Rated GP.
You can't escape from Trog. Travel back with us to the beginning of time, when giant reptiles thunder defiance, and man is yet unborn. From this nightmare world emerges a fearsome half-man, half-ape with the strength of 20 demons, trapped in a dark subterranean cavern, its frozen fury preserved in suspended animation. It comes silently screaming through the ages. This terrifying half-human monster awakens at last, awakens now to vent its murderous wrath on you, and you, and you. You can't escape from Trog. Rated GP.
When dinosaurs ruled the earth. This is the time when men lived in fear. Starring Victoria Vetri, who tamed man and beast. When dinosaurs ruled the earth. Rated G.
Discover the incredible world of tomorrow at Latitude Zero, rated G. This is the dawning of the Age of Colossus, the Forbin Project.
It's making you a prisoner.
Colossus sees all, controls all armaments, defenses. When this emotionless creation becomes master of man, the result is catastrophic. See the Forbin Project, rated GP. Scream and scream again. There is no scream more soul-piercing than one the ear cannot hear. Scream and scream again, starring Vincent Price.
She's a composite, like Keith, for the so-called vampire killer.
You don't have to hurt me.
Triple distilled horror, as powerful as boiling acid. Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing. Scream and scream again.
Everyone's dying to meet Girlie. She's luscious, she's sensual, she's some girl. Vanessa Howard is Girlie, and Girlie takes up where Baby Jane leaves off. Everyone's dying to meet Girlie. Rated R.
Footsteps on the stairs, a shadow under the door, a reflection from a knife, and all the screaming in the world won't help. In the Hitchcock tradition, the bird with the crystal plumage. If you think you are being followed home from this movie, keep telling yourself it's all in your mind. From UMC.
Pharaoh. See no evil. Rated GP.
Play Misty for me.
For Clint Eastwood, an invitation to terror.
Play Misty for me. Play Misty for me.
The next scream you hear may be your own. Clint Eastwood, in the screen's most frightening plunge into terror. Play Misty for me. Rated R. Clint Eastwood hears the most terrifying words ever spoken.
Play Misty for me.
The screen's most frightening plunge into terror.
You're not helping me, Buster Blue Eye.
Get off my back, Evelyn.
The next scream you hear may be your own. Clint Eastwood in Play Misty for me. Rated R.
What devil stalks the darkness? When does a lullaby become an unbearable horror? Why is Shelley Winters on a terrifying rampage? Whoever slew Auntie Roo?
If you try anything, I've got her.
You've got Katie locked in the nursery, haven't you? Haven't you?
You can't stay here. Aunt Roo is a witch. You children don't want to leave here. You have a home now, forever.
A nightmare come true. Whoever slew Auntie Roo? Rated GP.
I'm on the famous Thames River, investigating a murder.
Another necktie murder.
Look, she's wearing my tie. How do you like my tie? How do you like it? Oh yes, Frenzy is rated R.
For the Perrys of New England, terrible things began to happen that summer. There were secret terrors, secret places. But the most frightening secret of all is yet to come. The shocking bestseller, 20th Century Fox, presents a new concept of terror and madness. There have been all the others. Now there is the other, rated PG.
Where is the baby?
Behind dank walls, a nightmare world of horror and butchery awaits as a rotting corpse crawls from the earth to terrify the living. Beware of barren blood.
I would not play with the occult if I were you. One's obsession with it could be the real danger.
Barren blood. He returns to avenge a witch's curse and reclaim his empire of evil.
You've unleashed a monster on the world. You must try to send him back.
Peter! The door! He's coming in!
Beware.
Black Prince, I curse you with my name. You shall be Blackula.
Blackula, the Black Avenger, rising from his tomb to fill the night with horror. Blackula, Dracula's soul brother, deadlier even than he. Warm young bodies will feed his hunger. Hot, fresh blood will quench his awful thirst.
What do you think of vampires?
More horrifying than Dracula. Blackula. Rated PG. He lives. From the depths of this unholy tomb, the Avenger rises. Dr. Phibes rises again. The most deadly mastermind of all crime. Specialist in the fine art of bizarre murder, each more different, each more devilish than the last.
Then, Inspector, you are faced with an impossible task. For there's no force in all the world could win a fight against such a supreme opponent.
Run, but you can't escape him. But he'll find you. Scream, but no one will hear you. Starring Vincent Price, Dr. Phibes rises again. Rated PG.
What unknown terror was born that night? What can stop them? Night of the Leapers.
Rated PG.
Double horror. Double shock. In one thrill-packed show.
The devil has sent me. Twins of evil.
The most fearsome females in horror history. One good, one evil.
What do you see? We are the undead, immortal.
Seek out the devil worshippers!
Spine-chilling, heart-stopping terror in Twins of Evil. Rated R. Plus, Hands of the Ripper.
There was another murder.
The terror of Jack the Ripper lives on, inhabiting the mind and body of his accursed daughter.
You've got a possessed being in your home.
A girl, tainted, fiendish, possessed. A killer with the Hands of the Ripper, rated R. 2 horror hits in one show.
Horror on Snape Island.
Stop playing around, man.
Can't you hear it? Listen.
It's just the wind.
You'll scream too. Horror on Snape Island.
Beware. There's no place to hide when the dead are alive.
Remember, this is a tomb that's been closed for 2,500 years. Now you see Tukulka with a club in his hand murdering 2 young Etruscans in almost exactly the same way as the first young couple on the motorbike were killed.
They are not creatures of the night or the grave, but spirits of the dead who watch and wait. And there's no place to hide when the dead are alive. Rated R.
Years ago, they thought they killed the demon, but he's been waiting to kill them. Human fangs ripping throats. No sawdust can soak up the torrent of blood. Vampire Circus, rated PG. Dracula lives again in the body of a woman. Julie! Blood. The more she drinks, the prettier she gets.
What will your daughter say? And she'll find you, as young as she is. Ah! Blood. Whose blood?
Who is the bloodthirstiest of them all? The Countess Dracula, rated PG.
Bring life to the dead. Bring life to the dead.
Drink? Just one drink with me.
Enter the occult world of necromancy.
You were brought here for one purpose. Necromancy.
A ceremony dating back to the pre-Christian era. It's the art of reviving the dead. It requires involvement with evil spirits.
I'm not becoming one of you witches.
The devil god brings life to the dead, death to the living. Bring life to the dead. Bring life to the dead. Bring life to the dead. Rated PG.
The most terrifying form of evil is that which lurks within the human mind.
This is an asylum for the incurably insane.
Asylum filled with stark raving terror. From Robert Bloch, author of Psycho. Asylum, the ultimate in horror. The prison of madness, where few enter and none return. See Asylum. You have nothing to lose but your mind. Rated PG.
When 8 professional critics laughed at Edward Lionheart's acting ability,
I'm insane. Oh, my God.
he killed himself. Then, a strange thing began to happen. One by one, the critics themselves were murdered.
His head cut off.
Their deaths were so spectacular, so bizarre, it was almost as if Edward Lionheart had come back from the grave to create them. But of course, that was impossible.
Good day, Mr. Devlin.
Or was it? Vincent Price truly believes this is the most shocking performance of his career. For your own safety, we suggest you agree. You'd better. Rated R.
It all began with a curse from the grave.
The evil you did this day will be avenged.
A curse of the dead hand.
screaming starts. For them. And for you. Rated R.
From beyond this gate comes the spirit of a madman. Pamela Franklin.
Billy's inside me.
Roddy McDowell.
The house tried to kill me?
Clive Revel.
This is impossible.
Yale Honeycutt.
Please get me out of here. Please.
For the sake of your sanity, pray it isn't true. The spirits of the dead can indeed possess the human body. The Legend of Hell House, rated PG.
What'll it be? Vodka martini on the rocks with a twist of lemon. Very dry, please.
Just give him whiskey. He's new in town.
What you're seeing isn't really happening. Richard Benjamin and James Brolin are cowboys. They're vacationers in a fantastic resort called Westworld. And Yul Brynner isn't a gunslinger. He's a robot. In fact, all of Westworld is peopled by robots.
Kill him.
Your move. Westworld, the ultimate resort, where for $1,000 a day you can live out every fantasy you ever had.
Not now. Let me do it this time.
And nothing can possibly go wrong.
I'm shot.
Go wrong.
Draw.
Go wrong.
Oh, my God.
Go wrong.
Shut down. Shut down immediately.
Westworld, a fantastic new movie by Michael Crichton, starring Yul Brynner, Richard Benjamin, and James Brolin. Westworld, you've never seen anything like it. Rated PG.
Do you dare to spend a night of terror in the Wax Museum? You can't tell the living from the dead. Are they flesh and blood, or are they wax? Are they alive, or are they dead? Jack the Ripper, Ivan the Terrible, Attila the Hun, Lizzie Borden, Lucretia Borgia, Bluebeard. Terror in the Wax Museum, where one is the killer, the rest the victims.
What are you doing?
You can't tell the living from the dead. Do you dare to spend a night of terror? Terror in the Wax Museum. Rated PG.
Life had been good to Chris McNeil. She was a successful actress. Her daughter Reagan was a happy, healthy 12-year-old. Until that night at the party, when a terrible force entered their lives, and strange things began to happen. Nobody expected it. Nobody believed it, and nothing could stop it.
I'm telling you that that thing upstairs isn't my daughter.
You tell me you know for a fact that an exorcism wouldn't do any good. You tell me that.
The one hope. The only hope. The Exorcist. Rated R.
Mother, what's wrong with me?
See it all in the miracle of Dinorama. Dinorama means the fantastic becomes the real, the legendary becomes the living. Sinbad battles the creatures of legend. See his spectacular adventures in the miracle of Dinorama. Sail with Sinbad to adventure beyond belief. See it all in the miracle of Dinorama. Rated G.
Exorcism is only the beginning of Exorcism's Daughter. You actually see an exorcism, then you witness the results. When there's no place left to go, you can always go mad. Welcome to the house of insane women, the only place left to go when you're Exorcism's Daughter. Exorcism's Daughter. Exorcism's Daughter.
Scream, Blackula, scream. The Black Prince of Darkness, Blackula. Recall William Marshall, again, as the Lord of the Vampires, in a relentless search for Pam Grier, that exciting star of Coffee. I need you! Blackula, Dracula's soul brother, seething with hate, obsessed with vengeance.
The name is Blackula!
Scream, Blackula, scream. Rated PG. Welcome to the madhouse, where lunacy lives, fear lurks, and death waits. Madhouse, rated PG. You're about to enter the backyards and cellars, the dark attics of one man's twisted mind. The mind of Edgar Allan Poe.
He's very unstable. I don't want him here.
His stories have become the classic horror tales of all time. Yet he lived a horror story more real and frightening than anything he ever wrote. A funeral. An awakening.
She's alive.
A stake driven through the heart of love, turning it to ice. A chamber of tortures. A genius tormented by experiences that have remained hidden until now. A terrifying look into the frightening, bizarre world behind the greatest horror stories ever written. The Spectre of Edgar Allan Poe. Rated PG.
A plan has been set into action to provide for the continuation of the human race in the event of global nuclear war. You are here because we are now engaged in such a war.
A perfect, new computerized world. 1,758 feet underground. Perfect, except for one thing the computer forgot. Chosen Survivors is rated PG.
Halloween night. A small American town. 15 years ago.
Michael?
I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. I think he'll come back.
Exploring uncharted territory.
Totally charted.
Just talk.
Sure. The only reason she babysits is to have
Halloween.
Okay, Linda.
Come on out.
Halloween, the night he came home.
Something beyond comprehension is happening to a little girl on this street, in this house. A man has been sent for, as a last resort, to try and save her.
It's the night of the senior prom. The Bates High School gym is alive with excitement. Everybody is there, even Carrie White. The girl no one likes.
We're all sorry about this incident, Cassie.
It's Carrie!
and everyone makes fun of them. The girl who lives in that creepy house with her crazy mother.
Help the sinning woman see the sin of her days and ways. Show her that if she had remained sinless, the curse of blood would never have come on her.
The girl with the strange power.
If I concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
But tonight, no one will laugh at Carrie.
If you don't have a date for the prom next Friday, would you like to go with me?
She's with the best-looking boy in the senior class.
He's trying to trick me again.
She'll be voted queen of the prom.
You know, I can make sure that you don't hurt Carrie White anymore.
For Carrie, it will be a dream come true. For everyone else, it will be a nightmare. Carrie. A new film by Brian De Palma. Based on the chilling bestseller. Starring Sissy Spacek, Piper Laurie, and introducing John Travolta in his first motion picture role. If you have a taste for terror, you have a date with Carrie.
In 1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead. It became the classic horror film of its time.
Not that room! Not that room!
Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all times.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill. This situation must be controlled before it's too late. They are multiplying too rapidly.
Dawn of the Dead.
Meet me on the roof at 9 o'clock. Getting out.
I don't believe
We're going to get out in the chopper. We've got to survive. Somebody's got to survive.
They kill for one reason. They kill for food. They eat their victims.
Imagine, if you will, that something has gone terribly wrong.
Shoot it, man.
Now, accept the fact that there's no escaping the horrible consequences. George Romero brings back the dead. Night of the Living Dead has ended. Dawn of the Dead is here.
We must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotions.
Operator dead. Post abandoned.
We may never get out alive. It's everywhere.
What the hell is it?
Looks like a shopping center, one of those big indoor malls.
What are they doing? Why do they come here?
Some kind of instinct, memory, what they used to do. This was an important place in their lives.
What is it?
We've got a war.
I'm afraid.
We have spawned our own savagery. Soon it will consume us all. It is a horrible, hauntingly accurate vision of the mindless excesses of a society gone mad.
They must be destroyed on sight.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
We are down to the line, folks. We are down to the line.
Dawn of the dead.
For generations, the Thorns have been a family of tremendous wealth, position, and power. The perfect marriage of Ambassador Robert Thorne and his wife, Catherine, was fulfilled by the birth of their son, Damien. And then, when the child was 5 years old, something terrible happened. And then, it happened again. Was it an accident? Was it murder? Was it a coincidence? Or was it an omen?
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
20th Century Fox presents a film of psychological suspense about an occurrence of earth-shaking importance. Gregory Peck, Lee Remick, The Omen.
I was at the hospital, Mr. Thorne, the night your son was born. I saw its mother. I saw its mother.
I have fears. I have fears.
What kind of fears? Its mother, Mr. Thorne.
You saw my wife.
Its mother.
What is it you're trying to say?
His mother was a...
This is not a human child. Make no mistake.
There are those who will die for him. There are those who will kill for him. Who is he? What does he want? Where did he come from? And can he be stopped? Gregory Peck, Lee Remick, The Omen. If this is the truth, where does it end?
Unfold, whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood.
I am here to investigate the disappearance of a young girl. Where is Rowan Morrison?
If Rowan Morrison existed, we would know.
I suspect murder.
Sergeant, I've already told...
In the name of God, woman, what kind of mother are you? That can stand by and see your own child slaughtered?
You are the fool, Mr. Harry.
You're liars. You are despicable little liars.
Rowan Morrison existed, we would know.
I suspect murder.
She was burnt. You are the fool, Mr. Howard.
Where is Rowan Morrison?
Oh, my God!
This is the movie that Rex Reed called the most horrifying motion picture I have ever seen. This film is positively ruthless in its attempt to drive you right out of your mind. It accomplishes everything it sets out to do with brilliance and unparalleled terror. This is the horror movie to end them all.
Sally, I hear something. Stop! Stop!
This is the movie Rex Reed called the most horrifying motion picture I have ever seen. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from New Line Cinema.
It rests on 13 acres of earth over the very center of hell. Here is the first motion picture to offer to the daring a look into the final, maddening space between life and death. The last house on the left. To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie. Sights and sounds far beyond anything you've tested. The last house on the left. To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie. Take as much as you can. Only a movie.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws. This is Universal's extraordinary motion picture version of Peter Benchley's best-selling novel, Jaws.
I just found out that a girl got killed here last week. And you knew it. You knew there was a shark out there. You knew it was dangerous, but you let people go swimming anyway.
Did you see that?
It's all psychological. You yell barracuda. Everybody says, huh? What? You yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Is it true that most people get attacked by sharks in 3 feet of water, about 10 feet from the beach?
Yeah. What we are dealing with here is a perfect engine,
an eating machine. We're not only going to have to close the beach, we're going to have to hire somebody to kill the shark.
Bad fish. But I'll catch him and kill him.
Did you hear your father? Out of the water now!
This shark, swallow you whole.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
That's a 20-footer.
25. 3 tons of them.
Hurry up, he's coming straight for us. Don't screw it up now.
Don't wait for me. Now! Shoot!
What's the tail?
Give him room! I can't, he's trying to run! Oh! Cut it quick! I can't hold it! Hurry! Break it up! Brody!
None of man's fantasies of evil can compare with the reality of Jaws. Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, Jaws. See it before you go swimming.